welcome back to Coffee with the Wolves, presented by JJC Athletics and Grounded Coffee Bar. This week we're going to be wrapping up the women's soccer season, and joining me is assistant coach Hailey Arlis.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, Hailey?
Oh, I'm good. Been a little bit of an up and down day, but got a nice coffee from here. It's their maple latte, and now things are great.
Yeah, head coach Henry there gave you some misinformation. So me, you, and Abby are all going to go back to the office and bully him, right?
Yes, 100%.
Well, before we dive into the conversation, again, wrapping up the women's soccer season, I need to remind everyone, Coffee with the Wolves is presented by Grounded Coffee Bar.
Hey everyone, it's a great day to get grounded. With locations in New Lenox and Frankfort, it's always a good time to stop by and try our seasonal drinks. Whether that's cherry as summer comes to an end or pumpkin as fall begins. We've also updated our hours to better serve you. We're open late on Fridays and Saturdays now until 9 p.m. Make sure you're following our socials. That's Instagram and Facebook for the latest updates on our specials and events so you don't miss out. Grounded Coffee Bar is a proud sponsor of Coffee with the Wolves and JJC Athletics.
All right, Hailey. We're here in New Lenox at Grounded Coffee Bar. Big place. You already mentioned the drink you got. I had a chai with French toast in it or something.
That sounds good.
It was really good. Coffee here is great. It was a great partnership so far.
Yeah, I'm a big coffee fan. The girls laugh, and James, our goalkeeper coach, laughed because it wasn't a game day if I didn't walk in with a coffee in my hand. So, big fan of the coffee.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the kind of the end of the season to start with. We're about almost a week removed from your last game, 3-1 loss in the district championship. Not the way you guys wanted to end things, but still a heck of a year, heck of a run for you guys. As an assistant coach, kind of how are you feeling, a week removed from that final?
It still hurts a little bit. We were very excited, and I was very hopeful going into that game. The last two times we've played this team, 8-0 loss, 11-2 loss, so a 3-1 is very nice. Yes, obviously I wish that we could have won it, and I think we could have. But nothing to hang their heads about. They went out, and from the very first whistle to the very last whistle, they gave their all. And so it was very fun. And just while it wasn't the result we wanted, it still was a fun game to watch and be a part of.
Yeah. If I know anything about sports, that means next year you guys are going to win that game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm very hopeful about next year.
Now, team got off to a hot start. It was an 11-game win streak, I think, the best start in program history. What can you kind of credit towards that success, just starting hot, especially with a team, at the junior college level, you're going through, bringing new faces in every year and rotating faces out, just kind of starting off that hot and kind of keeping momentum throughout the year.
Yeah, in the JUCO level especially, you never really know what you're going to get yourselves and who you're playing against, because like you said, you're rotating girls consistently. At the 4-year, you've got girls playing together for 3-4 years, so they've built that camaraderie and they know how they play, versus a JUCO, one team could be absolutely amazing one year and the next they've got 9 players. Yeah. You never really know what's going to happen. So I give them a lot of credit for the way that they started. They built such a beautiful friendship on and off the field right out the gate, and you could see that. Best start since I played. And it was so fun, those first 11 games, just seeing their confidence and everything just grow and grow and grow. And even after that first and second loss, it was nice to see how they bounced back after it. You think, oh yeah, you're going on this run, 11-game win streak. What's going to happen when you lose, if and when you lose? And they did have that loss, but they bounced back and they came and they were still playing really strong teams very, very well. So this was a really fun and cool start to the 3 seasons that I've been a part of.
Yeah. And you mentioned just briefly your time as a player. What's it like I'm going way back in time now, I guess, here, but, transitioning from, being a player and then coming back to being, a coach?
I've loved it. Sports are a huge part of my life, and I loved playing. Sadly, my last year was COVID year, so I didn't really I didn't really enjoy soccer my last year, and which was kind of sad, but I think that's why I enjoy coaching so much, because I don't have that drive to play anymore, but I have that drive to still be a part of it.
Yeah.
And it's fun to tell these girls, like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. Like, I've been in your shoes before. Let me help you out. And then they do that, and then they're successful. And it's fun. It's fun to see their success and just their drive and their effort and everything, and just like to be a part of that and be a part of just a small part of somebody's life. Like, it's just been so fun.
Yeah. And then I kind of want to ask you, like, you're an assistant to Henry. What's that like?
It's different every day. Different every day. I love that man. He's so funny. He makes the job fun. There's some times where I'm just like, Henry, but honestly, it's awesome working with him, and I truly enjoy it, and I'm really glad that I've had the last 3 years with him.
Yeah. And I want to backtrack a little bit more now, but you mentioned kind of the team coming together early, building chemistry early. You know, how do you guys as coaches kind of help them build chemistry? And especially, you know, starting hot like that, that's something you generally see out of, like, I mean, you can see it at this level too, obviously, because we saw it with you guys, but, like, you know, a team that's more gelled and already has that chemistry, this team, just like that, it seemed.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that we can do and some things we can't. In the past, we've done some, like, trips. Like, this year we went to the dunes. My first year we did a trip to Michigan. So just, like, trying to almost force them into these positions where they have to talk to each other and they have to hang out outside of the soccer room.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you have to hang out and you have to talk during soccer practice, but that's not the same as communicating when you're hanging out at somebody's house or you're at the beach or anything like that. So just trying our best to, like, push them to, hey, go out, go get coffee, go do something, and hang out with each other and get to know each other on a deeper level than just soccer.
Yeah. And winning has to help, you know.
Yes.
You know, you start racking up those wins early. From a coach's perspective, what does that do to kind of build a player's, you know, confidence and morale?
It's just one of those things where it's like your energy level and, like, your confidence just build, because you're like, okay, everything that we've done at practice, everything that we've done up to this game point, you're proving that you are putting in the work. It's not like, oh, we're doing all this work at practice and then we're not getting the results that we want. You're putting in this work, you're taking the time, and you're working hard, and you're winning, and you're seeing that. And so you're like, okay, what I am doing is working. Like, we are, you know, winning 8-0, 3-0, 2-1, anything like that. But, like, what we have been doing to prepare for that is obviously working. We're not just, you know, rolling up onto the field after, you know, being gone for 3 days, and it's like, oh, yeah, we got an 8-0 win. Like, no, they're putting in the time and the effort, and it shows.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a chance to kind of spotlight, you know, both sophomores and freshmen here. But speaking of the veteran leadership on the team, you know, who are some of those sophomore players that are going to be leaving the program that you want to highlight?
First and foremost, our captain, Tegan. I think all the girls absolutely looked up to her and adored her and loved her. She was one of those, she stepped on the field and she made soccer, like, her thing. She went out there, she put in her hard work, her effort, and she brought girls with her. When she was mad, the girls were mad because they could see that she cared and she wanted to be there. And we will definitely miss that, like, that leadership of, hey, this matters. We're not doing this for fun. Yeah. We're doing this to get some results. So Tegan for sure. Abby, she's just the fun little character. I know you talked to her earlier. She's always bubbly, laughing, joking. Definitely gonna miss that big smile. She kept a lot of the girls positive, even when she had some rough days. And I know everybody has those rough days, but she stuck in with it, and so we'll miss her. Definitely will miss Kayla. She was a sophomore, but we only had her for 1 year. The girls looked up to her because of everything that she had gone through in her life outside of soccer and how she just combated all these trials that she went through, and she was still every day coming, working through injuries, through mental, like, all this stuff. And I know the girls were definitely like, wow, like, if you can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So definitely those three. I mean, all the sophomores in general will definitely miss. They all brought something that made the team better. But if I could pick those three, definitely we will for sure miss those three.
Then with the freshmen, who are you excited that you know of or can speculate coming back? Who are you excited to see come back and maybe make an impact, take the next step next year?
Definitely our two forwards, Juju and Vicky. They crack me up. So they went to high school together, so they already have a good bond, and then JJC them playing an even stronger bond because in high school I think Vicky played defense and Juju played forward. So they connected, but not in the same connection that they had playing with us because they were both up top together. And after our last game, you could just see, because both of them were out, they got injured towards the end, and they were so upset that they couldn't be on the field to finish that game out. And just seeing the passion that they have, and they've got another year under their belt, is exciting. Yeah. Like, you care that much, and you still have one more year with this program. Like, I cannot wait to see what that drives you for next year. Those two, Hannah, our left winger, she's got some speed to her. I'm trying to convince her to do some track, Jeff. I'm really trying. But her, and even behind her, Sophia D., she's got some speed. Her as well, trying to get her to do some track. We love multiple sports. But just the speed from those two and just like the intensity and everything, very excited for them. And any of the freshmen that come back, we'll be glad to have. And I hope they all come back because, again, like all the sophomores, each one of them brought something very unique and very specific to the team that was just amazing.
And kind of looking forward to next season, how do you guys take the next step, try and beat, try and get to the district championship again and win and then make the national tournament, like you're right there, but again, you're going to have some turnover. How do you guys kind of combat the turnover?
Well, hopefully we can get a lot of the returning freshmen, they're going to be sophomores, get them in the mental state that these sophomores were in of they know what it's like to be in those finals and against those teams, and they want to win, and getting the newcomers on the bus and say, hey, this is our mission, this is what we went through, we want you to feel better than what we did in that position. And just bringing these girls up, and it's like, hey, we all now have the same goal, let's go kick butt.
Yeah. And we can end on this note because it's not soccer related, but you mentioned Jeff in there and getting girls out for track, but cross country this weekend's competing in the national championships. I know men's soccer starts next week. Do you have any predictions for men's soccer in the cross country? Any obviously we all hope they win, but
cross country, it's kind of fun because I went with Jeff last year. I flew out with them, and I was kind of like their assistant coach during nationals. So I got to see a little bit of what they go through, and I'm very excited. We have a lot of returners on both the men's and the women's side who I think are going to do really, really well. Yep. Nathan specifically on the men's side, who won last year, I think he's predicted to win again this year, and I don't doubt that. He is phenomenal. He puts in the work, and it's fun to watch him run. Caleb, he also has been putting in a lot of work, so I'm excited to hear how it goes for them because I know the men are pretty ranked up there, the women as well. Gabby did really well last year. I know they've got Liv, Viv, all the Ivs. So I'm really excited to hear because I was there last year. I'm sad that I couldn't go again this year, but yeah. I know that they'll do really well. The men, I'm excited for them too. I mean, back-to-back years making it to nationals, super fun. A lot of those boys obviously went last year, and they get to go again this year. I know they've got a hard matchup their first game, but I mean, everybody's beatable. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm wishing the best for them.
Right. Well, Hailey, I appreciate you taking the time to come out to New Lenox here to Grounded Coffee Bar to speak with me. We got Abby on next, who technically I already recorded it before you got here, but, in show order, she's next. So, but yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And next up here on Coffee with the Wolves, I am joined by Abby Hermanson. Welcome.
Hi.
First time on the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome. Welcome to Coffee with the Wolves. Welcome to Grounded Coffee Bar here in New Lenox. What do you think of the place?
This is my first time here. Yeah. And I live 5 minutes away from here, so.
Nice and big.
Yeah.
A lot of natural light, too. But we're here to, wrap up the women's soccer season. Gonna end the way you guys wanted, but one heck of a run this year, just about a week removed from the end of the season. How are you feeling?
I mean, I thought we were going to win this year for sure. I mean, playing Delta was a struggle. Last year, the outcome was not great at all, but this year I think we put up a really good fight. Ending 3-1, definitely was not expecting that. I thought we were going to lose by way worse, but we all fought so hard. So I think we played really good. I like proud of my team a lot.
You mentioned you thought you may have lost worse than you did. Kind of what you guys do in that game to kind of not let it get out of hand? I mean, because at one point, I don't remember if it was tied or not, but like it was closer than what the final score kind of indicates.
Last year I think we gave up. This year we did not. We played till every last second until the buzzer buzzed.
Yeah. This year, JJC got off to a hot start. You guys went, 11 games without losing. Your final record, 13-4-1 overall. Again, it is just a great way to start. What kind of helped you guys start so hot and kind of maintain that momentum all the way up until the very end?
So when we kept winning, I think that boosts our confidence a lot. So we were going into the next game and we're like, well, I don't want to have a losing record, so let's just keep winning. That's how I went into it personally. We had a lot of teamwork, so putting the effort there just made it.
And at the community college level, at the junior college level, you guys, you're a sophomore, a lot of freshmen every year. Kind of rotates out more than even the 4-year schools do. How easy was it to kind of build chemistry throughout the season? Because, I mean, most teams don't start that hot when they're so young, but you guys did,
Since we only have 2 years together, not 4 years, I think we just we have to. And our coaches put team bonding out there. We went to the beach. We went to a pumpkin patch. I think that really got us close together.
How often do you guys do those kind of team building extracurricular activities before the season and then in season? Because you mentioned the beach, the pumpkin patch, those things help you get to know each other.
So the first week of practice, we just kind of get to know each other at practice. We get our jerseys. Then following week is when we went to the beach. So we didn't know anyone, but I think since we go to the beach with our friends and families and stuff, we kind of had to talk to each other. And then the pumpkin patch was kind of just random. I mean, it was kind of obviously it was in October or late September, but we kind of just do it when we are tired of practicing. Not tired of practicing, but when we really need a day off.
Yeah. And I'm sure some of those long trips to, the road games,
right,
those help with bonding too, because you're stuck on a bus, a van, whatever, just talking to each other.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then the Minnesota trip, 6 hours there, 6 hours back, and then hotels for 2 days made us bond more.
What kind of things do you guys do on those long drives? Listening to music, watching movies,
Yeah, some of us, we do homework, we just talk, sleep, and listen to music, all kind of mix of that.
So let's talk a little bit about your performance this season. Just how do you feel you've grown as a soccer player? And, are you happy with where you're at now? Or, do you think there's still room for improvement?
Obviously, I think there's still room for improvement, but I am glad I came here to JDC. Graduating high school, I did not want to come here. I just kind of want to go to a 4-year like all my other friends. But I'm so glad that I came here because I learned as an individual and I learned so many things academically and playing soccer. Both years, it was just amazing. I had a great experience here.
Do you think you'll want or be afforded the opportunity to keep playing soccer? Or
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to touch more on that then, though, because I know recruiting can be iffy. But, speaking on the academic side, though, what are you majoring in if you've decided? And kind of how have classes been for you after your first 2 years at JJC?
So I'm still kind of undecided right now, but I'm looking forward to getting child development kind of maybe teaching or something.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm looking into, but classes here are, I like them. It's just classes, but I like online more than going in person.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
What's the how do I say this? What's the weirdest class you've taken, if any? Because I know when I was, especially when I was younger and in community college myself, I took like history of rock and roll one year, and just some other random stuff. I can't even remember all of it, but
I maybe just like an art class. I mean, I'm not really into art, but I just had to get like my jet ends done, so I just decided to do an art class.
I did something similar. I don't remember what it was, but it was like history of art or
That's
something.
yeah, that's the one I took. It wasn't that fun, but
You know, season's over. What are you kind of doing right now, athletically, to kind of like, I don't know, like just kind of stay in the mindset of being a soccer player?
I go to the gym at JJC, and me and Tegan actually just went there yesterday. We ran 2 miles and just went to the gym and ran.
Yeah. You know, season again didn't end the way you wanted to, but you know, it was still a great run this year. You know, are you taking away any kind of like lasting impressions from JJC soccer as you kind of transition out of JJC?
I'm definitely gonna take the hard work that I've been doing here, and moving forward wherever I transfer to, teamwork. Like I really just, you can't be a team if there's no teamwork. So those are the two things.
Well, Abby, I appreciate you taking the time to come out here to New Lenox here at Grounded Coffee Bar to speak with me today. I can't speak well, apparently, but, you know, again, congrats on the great season and
Thank
good luck
you.
moving forward.
Thank you so much.
And you can tune in next week for more Coffee with the Wolves. As always, we end with Wolf of the Week. Don't know who that is at the time of recording, so see you next week.